Okay, green belts, time for Wan Yo. Okay, now when you do Wan Yo, a couple things to keep in mind here is that your stances now are beginning to shift to different stances rather than only stepping to a different stance. For instance, when you see me doing this form, okay, you'll be going from a back stance to a fixed stance, and watch the front foot move, okay? You're shifting your stance instead of stepping so much. You'll also be doing movements like, there's a sequence of movements that has three things to it. There's a square block, knife hand, and then a punch. On the punch, you shift your stance going to a fixed stance, which is like a long back stance. You'll see it. And if you're getting in class and doing it, you'll know, all right? Also, on the first couple of movements in the form, for the segment of movements that has those three things in it, you stay in your back stance on the square block and that knife hand. You stay in the same stance. Don't step with that knife hand. Everybody does that when they first learn this form, so keep that in mind. And the punches and the spear hand strike, midsection this time. Chunji was low, Dangun was high, back to low, okay? Midsection on the punches and that spear hand there. All right? You have to hold your balance on the second half. The second half is the tricky part, so pay very close attention to that. When I turn and I'm going down the floor this way here, okay, pay attention to how my feet are moving on those blocks. They're reverse middle blocks in the front stances there. Everybody gets confused in the very beginning on this form, so don't worry about it. You'll get it, all right? So rewind it, watch it again, keep practicing, and you'll have it. Okay, green belts, so now let's look at your one steps. Now, this is where things start to get a little bit intricate on your one steps because you're learning some new movements, okay? You have a hook kick with the leading leg on the first one. You've got a spin crescent kick, okay, on the third one. You've got a jump kick in there. You know, you've got a jump kick on the fourth one for the adults. And the fifth one, pay very close attention to. You might have to rewind that one a whole bunch because there's a lot of movements. And watch how the hips flow on number 5. The hips just keep going in a circular motion. It's really interesting. So once again, remember now that these are made to learn how to judge your distance. If you're struggling with new movements, like a new kick, like a spin crescent kick or a hook kick, which are not easy to do when you first start learning them, okay, just keep in mind, the more you do it, the better it's going to get. And when you're with a partner doing your one steps, okay, sometimes under that little bit of pressure, doing a new movement is the best way to do it. Kind of like doing a board break at a demonstration that you've never broken with before. Under pressure is a good way, okay? So just keep that in mind when you're watching these. Attack! Attack! Attack.
Ready.
Attack.
Ready.
Attack.
Fake.